Damn you, walletnook.com.
Nook. Nook.
Damn you, walletnook.com. Any rational person, that would mean room for 9 cards. But they don't tell you the removable ID takes up 1 slot. It's a nightmare.
Removable. Removable.
They don't tell you the removable ID takes up 1 slot. It's a nightmare.
Okay, now, do you really need the honorary Justice League of America membership card?
Honorary. Honorary.
Justice League of America membership card.
This is Leonard and Sheldon's apartment. Guess whose parents just got broadband? Leonard.
Broadband. Broadband.
Guess whose parents just got broadband? Leonard. May I present, live from New Delhi, Dr. and Mrs. V.M. Kutrapalli.
Hi.
Tilt up the camera. I'm looking at his crotch.
Sorry, Baba.
Crotch. Crotch.
Tilt up the camera. I'm looking at his crotch.
Sorry, Baba. But, Papa, I'm not supposed to...
Lalita's parents approve the match?
If you decide on a spring wedding, we can avoid monsoon season.
Monsoon. Monsoon.
If you decide on a spring wedding, we can avoid monsoon season.
We don't want to meddle.
If you don't want to meddle, then why are you meddling?
If I may, your parents probably don't consider this meddling. Well,
Medal. Medal.
if I may, your parents probably don't consider this meddling. Well, up until then, arranged marriages were the norm, and it served society quite well.
It's the entire premise of Fiddler on the Roof.
Fiddler. Fiddler.
The entire premise of Fiddler on the Roof.
I'm not a big fan of musicals, but I love that show.
Me too. Of course, it speaks to me culturally.
Understandable, but there's a universality to that story which transcends ethnicity.
Universality. Universality.
Understandable, but there's a universality to that story which transcends ethnicity. Understandable, but there's a universality to that story which transcends ethnicity.
Let's not forget it's got some really catchy tunes.
Catchy. Catchy.
Let's not forget it's got some really catchy tunes.
This is Dr. Sheldon Cooper. Yeah, I need to cancel my membership to the planetarium.
Planetarium. Planetarium.
Yeah, I need to cancel my membership to the planetarium.
Oh dear, I am rightly and truly screwed.
Hey, I thought you were finding new friends.
I've got some feelers out.
Feeler. Feeler.
I've got some feelers out.
So I'm calling you and call me back. Bye.
Can you believe how pushy she is?
Pushy. Pushy.
Can you believe how pushy she is?
And I call you at a time and place. But in the meantime, keep it real, babe.
Babe. Babe.
But in the meantime, keep it real, babe.
Work for my parents.
Hi, guys.
Oh, hey.
I need some guinea pigs.
Guinea. Guinea.
I need some guinea pigs. Well, I finally convinced the restaurant to give me a bartending shift, so I need to practice mixing drinks.
Oh, great. Well, the key to acquiring proficiency in any task is repetition.
Proficiency. Proficiency.
Well, the key to acquiring proficiency in any task is repetition. You know, this drink is a wonderful example of how liquids with different specific gravities interact in a cylindrical container.
Cylindrical. Cylindrical.
Gravities interact in a cylindrical container.
Okay, you're cut off. Anybody need a refill?
Refill. Refill.
My father wanted me to be a gynecologist like him. How can I be a gynecologist?
Gynecologist. Gynecologist.
How can I be a gynecologist? You know what? I'm not going to let my parents control my future any longer. It's time for a showdown.
Showdown. Showdown.
It's time for a showdown. Hello, Penny. How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, now I just need to make sure I have a Lalita before I meet the grasshopper.
Grasshopper. Grasshopper.
Okay, now I just need to make sure I have a Lalita before I meet the grasshopper. Happiness? Freedom? This warm glow inside of me that promises everything's going to be all hunky-dunky?
Dunk. Dunk.
This warm glow inside of me that promises everything's going to be all hunky-dunky?
Drinks do not work that way.
So he's doing fine. Look at her. Last girl my mom set me up with had a mustache and a vestigial tail.
Vestigial. Vestigial.
Last girl my mom set me up with had a mustache and a vestigial tail.
When I was a little boy and got sick, which was most of the time, my mother would read it to me. It's about an Indian princess who befriends a monkey.
Befriend. Befriend.
It's about an Indian princess who befriends a monkey.
Isn't it great? She isn't fat anymore.
Forgive me, Your Highness, for I am but a monkey.
Highness. Highness.
Forgive me, Your Highness, for I am but a monkey. I did not mean to gaze upon you as you comb your hair.
I'm sorry?
You are the living embodiment of the beautiful Princess Panchali.
Embodiment. Embodiment.
You are the living embodiment of the beautiful Princess Panchali.
Oh, no kidding. Who is that?
A beloved character from an Indian folktale.
Folktale. Folktale.
A beloved character from an Indian folktale. It was said that the gods fashioned her eyes out of the stars, and that roses were ashamed to bloom in the presence of her ruby lips.
Ruby. Ruby.
And that roses were ashamed to bloom in the presence of her ruby lips. I'm not hitting on her.
And I am not your lady.
And you have no wrath.
Wrath. Wrath.
And you have no wrath.
Oh, screw Princess Panchali.
Hey, you can't talk to me like that.
But you're not Princess Panchali.
Luckily for you, she could have you beheaded.
Behead. Behead.
Luckily for you, she could have you beheaded.
I don't believe it. What's gotten into him?
Oh, maybe a couple virgin Cuba Libres that turned out to be kinda slutty.
Virgin. Virgin.